Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new tutorial, and this time I'm going to do the Loremaster. This is the miniature chosen by the people watching the channel. So this is the most voted one, and it's the one I'm going to do now a tutorial. So as you can see, it's not attached to the base yet because I want to have nice access to this part. Once I have done this part, then I will attach it to the base. So I will start doing the cloak or this piece of cloth. I will first apply Sotek green all over this cloak. Okay, I will go for dark cloak. I think this will give a nice contrast to the armor that I want to go light silver. So this is why I want to use a darker color, this turquoise color, on this piece of cloth. Okay, so I'm going to apply here a thin layer of Sotek green. You can see that the miniature is primed in white. I do it by brush because this was need only to prime this one. So when I need only to prime one miniature, I do with brush. So I will apply this, and I'm back once this is done. Okay, next step, I'm going to use a speed metal from scale 75 to paint the armor. This is a I like scale 75 because I have a very thin size of the pigment and will give a very smooth silver touch, very as well very bright. So we are going to apply this on all the armor plates. Okay, you will see that it's really a very pale silver. Okay, so I do that on all the armor plates, and I'm doing this now because I want to have good access to the legs, and then we can be able, once the legs are done, we will be able to glue the miniature on the base. Okay, but I recommend to do this before gluing to have a nice access. So let me especially here in this part is not difficult to reach. Okay, so I put speed metal from scale 75 on all the armor plates, and I come back once this is done. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Dvachi Violet. I'm going to wash the blue clothes and the armor. I want to give a violet tint on the armor. So on the armor we are going to go very soft. Okay, and we are going just to give, this is too much, we're going to give a very soft violet tint. Okay, that will help on the shading. And then on the cloth we are going to go a little bit more heavy to give this sensation of shifting colors, going more and giving also the sensation of darker. So I want to go quite dark on the clothes. Okay. Here. And this way I'm doing this now because then later on I'm going to clean up all this. So, but I think a violet tint will give a very nice, interesting contrasting color. Okay, so I do that, and then I wait that this dries. Yeah, in the next step you will see that this is the step I do just before gluing this on the base. Okay, because then I have the color there inside. This is what I was looking for. Okay. And I don't want to go as heavy with the purple. But anyway, I want to give this purplish tint. From there we are going to work the highlights. The purple will be more discreet. You will see here on the armor plate. I like the, I think it's a very interesting shade. So I'm going to put on the clothes. And I will insist a little bit the deepest part here and here. Okay, what does well this part? Don't be too worried if you did on other parts, because we are going to then work, when we work more on the details, we are going to clean up and make what I don't like. We have to be careful that the wash is giving is quite uniform. And we don't miss, especially on the clothes, I want to avoid to miss anything. Okay, I will not do the head because I'm holding the middle from the head. I will do this later on. Okay, what you want to do is this inside the side. Now the shoulder pads. The other shoulder pad. This will help also to see all the details on the shoulder pads. It will help on the paint job later on. Then the cloth here. And I will double check that here in the inside have the correct darkness of the color. Okay, this is done, and now I will wait that this dries before doing the next step. Okay, so this is how it looks like once I know that everything looks very purplish, but this will be cleaned up later on. Okay, so next I'm going to apply Fleet 1 Flash on the parts that I'm going to apply now the base color. So Fleet 1 Flash here on the face of this guy, and as well other parts that are visible like the neck and the hands. Okay, so I'm going to apply now. I'm going to start painting from the face and trying to build up all the colors. Okay, so I'm going to apply this one here. I'm going to do as well here at the neck. Okay, and I'm going to do the hands as well. I like to apply now the base color so I can see where I have mistakes. For example, here I forgot to put the purple wash on the armor, so I will do this now. And here is a little bit tricky to see where is the hand and where is lining. There is a finger. Okay. Yeah. If I go a little bit out, is the problem. We are going to clean up this later on. Difficult to. This was a flame, I think. This is quite a tricky part to see what you are doing. Okay. Let's do it like that, and then we are going to clean up later on. I'm going to work here in the middle. Next, I'm going to apply some base colors on some of the parts here. So I'm going to use Tyan Sand to do some of the what's called this type of things where for the ornaments. Okay, I'm going to do this one here and the other one here. Right. I will do as well. No, I will do this in a different color. Now I'm going to use gold for some other ornaments, and to do the gold I will use Retributor armor. This will go in several places. So we'll go, for example, on these ornaments here. These moons that he has everywhere, and we are going to do as well some of the rivets of the armor. For example, we can do this rivet there. Okay, I'm going to do as well this thing here. Okay, so we are going to apply the gold in all the parts where I want to give, when I want to paint the ornaments on gold, and I'm back once this is done. Okay, here we have with all the gold applied, and next I'm going to apply Reglan Fleshade on the skin and on some of the gold, on the gold as well. Okay, so we're going to apply this here. Okay, shade on the skin. I'm going to apply this on all the gold parts. To give this extra shade. I like a lot this reddish tone on the gold by the Raceland Flash shade. As you can see, I did that as well here. And I'm doing that because if I go a little bit out, I'm not too concerned, and then we are going to clean up later on. As you can see now, maybe the paint job is not looking very appealing, because this is the first stages where we start looking where we apply the colors. Here it's important to do the white. This will show what are flames and what are, so this will help me to see. For example, here we have a flame on top of the finger, so it's quite a, can be quite a difficult part, this one, but now it's going to be more visible where I need to apply the blue. Okay, this is what I wanted to do it now. Okay, and we keep doing that. Here this rune, all this ornament he's wearing, around this. Okay, so I do that and I come back once this is done. Okay, once the wash has dried, we are going to start working on the face. So I will try to do the eyes. This is going to be quite a difficult one because the eyes are quite hidden inside of the helmet. So most likely I will need to make use of my magnifier glass. Sorry for that. So what we want to do is I want to apply black in the eye, but this can take a little bit of time. With a nice tip with your brush. Very little paint. Okay. A little bit more. So this is difficult to show in camera, but it's really tricky to do. These eyes are very hidden inside of the helmet and are difficult to reach and as well to see. Okay, they are a little bit bigger than what is needed, but we are going to clean up later on. So once we have done the eyes, I'm going to use white. You can use Pallid witch fleece is also another option. We are going to do the mouth. Okay, it's good. And the inside of the eyes, leaving the round with the black. Something like that. So the other one. Okay, this went too big. Now with the black I will try to make the middle of the eye. Okay, and here as well. They are not good. Need to clean up a little bit later on. Too much. Oh, okay. This is the most difficult part maybe of this miniature. Now I will use Kislev flesh and I will try to clean up all the excess of black. One eye is quite correct, the other one we will need to repeat some of the work. This one here isn't good. So we'll need to repeat the process. I'm going to get the white, and as he's looking in that direction, we try to okay, Now it looks better. Now with the Kislev flash, we'll clean up the excess of black. Okay, more or less. Not super happy how it looks like. I will now go for Flight 1 Flash. Start doing highlights. Okay. And I will use again Raglan Flash Shade to add another layer of shading. We want to have some shading around the face. What you want is to frame the face with the helmet. This is the part where I'm insisting the most. Okay. And now I will wait that this dries, and while this is drying I'm going to start doing the white and blue details that we have here on the armor. To do that, what I will do is I will go first with white, and I will paint this with white. And using not pure white, is pallid witch flesh. This is for me to know where I'm going to do this blue and white scheme. Here I can go, I will do the same. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same on this part, on this ornament here of the armor. In reality we should have done the frame of gold at the end, because this is going to be more messy than doing the frame of the gold. Okay, so this is something that sometimes you have to choose the right order. So if you're watching this tutorial, I recommend you to do this before doing the gold frame on this parts. This will help you to have a cleaner job. And now here, these big ones, I will do blue. So here it's easy to do these ones. Okay, we do this one. And this one. And we have the same ornament on this part of the helmet. The detail is not super visible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all this on white. Very thin. Okay. And now, let's close all the pots before we have an accident. This is giving me a little bit of time to let it dry. I'm going to use Drakenhof wash. We are going to apply this here. This will help us to see the detail much clearer. Okay. This will help a lot in our work to see the detail. I'm going to do the same on the helmet here, so I can see the engrave much easier. Here is not needed. What I'm going to do is just apply it on the purple one that later on will go in blue, and the point is to create a stronger blue in the process, and here around the heart we are going to do the same. Okay, so we can see now much better all the detail. Okay, now I was forgetting this thing. You will see that once you pass the Drakenhof, the detail is going to be much visible. Okay, so now I will wait that this dries and I will be back for the next step. Okay, next I'm going to use Thousand Suns Blue to do the white ornaments that are here in the armor. Okay, now that we have put the wash, and we can see much easier where to apply it. Okay, and we're going to do the same here on this shoulder pad. And the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to use the same blue to highlight the cloth, as you can see here, okay? So we are going to do the first highlight on the cloth. Okay, so we do that. Like that. Of course, this one I will do it off camera because it's quite difficult to show. I'm going to do as well the decoration around the hair. Okay, it's here. It's here. Here. And here, and the rest will be white. Okay, and then I'm going to do the ornaments there. These ones are going to be more difficult to do it on camera, so this way I decided to do it. I will do them off camera, okay, the ones there at the back. So I do that. I will do the highlights as well on the clothes, as you have seen. So I will, for example, clean up this to be sure this is well clean. So I do all this and I come back once this is done. So once all the details on blue have done, now I'm going to take white, okay, and we are going to do the white parts, okay. Remember that we have done a wash, so now the white is a little bit dirty, so we are going to clean up the wash, sorry, the white, applying white directly, right? So we are going to do it, for example, here, 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 and you see that it looks much better. We are going to do the same in all the different parts. Okay. Okay. We are going to do as well here. Well, this one is done. We are going to do this one here. I realized that I went opposite to what Games Workshop did here. It's because I want to do this gem instead of going for silver. I prefer to go for blue gem. So instead of gold, here I make a mistake. So we're going to do, we'll do this one here. Okay. There. And this one here. This one is not almost visible. Okay. And then we are going to do the same on this part that it's difficult to show in camera. So I do this part that is quite hidden. Okay, and I come back once this is done. So next step, I'm going to use Dagger of Night on this thing at the back. Okay, I know that it's blue in the original miniature, but here I go darker than the original one. So the original one have more white. I prefer to go darker. And because the clothes, I will keep it with this turquoise blue. Okay. So I'm going to apply this one here. Okay. I do this. We will let it dry, and then we are going to do a second layer there to make a nice and thin layer of night. And here I will do as well the inside of this part. So I do that is difficult to show in camera, and I'm back. Okay, next step, I'm going to paint this part here, the crest of the helmet, and I'm going to use Bahara Blue. Okay, as a base color. The deep purple is still drying, so I will do second layer once it's dry. But while this deep purple is drying, I like to paint other colors. So I'm going to do this with Bahara Blue to go for a very light blue, because then we are going to do a wash to show all the texture. Bahara Blue is a color that has quite a nice coverage overall. Okay. And the gems, I'm still thinking how to do the gems. So I do them in red, as they are in the original paint job from Games Workshop, especially the heart thing. But the other option is to go for also blue, but then I don't know what to do with the heart, if I also do it blue or red. Okay, so I'm applying this here. Okay, again we will need to do 2 layers to have a nice and solid color. So I will wait that this dries, and then I will do a second layer. Okay, next step, I'm going to work again on the armor. I'm going to use again a speed metal from scale 75. Use this one because the metallics have a very nice pigment size. It's very soft. And now we are going to clean up all the purple. So I want the purple thing, but I want the armor to look metallic, right? So I don't want this to look like a purple armor. I want it to look really metallic with some shading on purple. So this way, I know you will see that I will almost put the scale 75 speed metal almost everywhere again, leaving the recesses with the purple color. What is going to be very evident is here on this part of the type of I don't know how to call, armor plate or scale, I guess it's a scale armor. Okay, so you do something like that. You touch scale by scale. Okay, and I'm still waiting. Should not put my finger there, but still waiting that the glue I put there on the top is completely dry before doing the wash. Okay, so as you can see, I want to keep the purple thing. I think the purple thing will give a nice touch like a magical armor, but I mainly it to look silver. Okay, for example here we are going to paint the full plate and leave this like that, right? Nice and bright silver. Okay, here on the leg, we are going to almost eliminate all the purple. Okay, so I will do the whole armor and I come back once it is done. So this is how it looks like after doing the highlights with speed metal on the armor plates. You see now it's much metallic and less purple. I also did the sword this time. So yeah, and I will finalize here a part 1. So because it's quite long, I want to edit this video and then go for a part 2. I think it's easier for the viewers to watch and also for me to edit. So that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed this first part. Keep tuned if you want to see the second part on the painting tutorial of the Loremaster, this elf from Age of Sigmar that was also existing in Warhammer Fantasy. And that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you want to support me, give a like, comment, or even you can support me in Patreon. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.